Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so this is for the sign of Scorpio for May 2019, sun and moon only. So if you are a cross watcher, make sure that there is a sun or moon in Scorpio for this specific person you would in fact be watching for. Okay, so I always tell you guys, take with you what you understand and throw the rest away. What do I mean? I tell more of a story than anything. So if there's a break in the storyline that is not making sense to you, then that, part of the storyline just isn't for you. So I always say check your other sign, put the pieces to the puzzle together for yourself, and, kind of do your own thing when it comes to my readings, okay? I try to pull as many possible scenarios, circumstances, situations that I possibly can because they are generalized. So, many a times there will be breaks in the storyline because of that, okay? Example, children could be involved, but you don't have any children. So that message would just be for someone else who could have children, okay? Now, I do have a message for you guys for this month, and it is keep it up, okay? So if that just resonated with you, then that message is in fact for you. If you have to think on it too long, I always say, then that message just isn't for you. Go check your other sign and see if that message resonates, okay? Scorpio, here's your cards. So I'm going to start. First one that comes out starts the reading, and all right, first card that flipped is the Two of Hearts, and we have the Ten of Clubs, we have the Two of Diamonds, we have the 10 of Hearts, we have the 6 of Spade in the reverse, you have the 7 of Hearts, you have the 6 of Diamonds, you have the Joker in the reverse. The Joker in the reverse can indicate a new beginning that has not yet started, so it's kind of like a false start. But this also can indicate the sign of Gemini, okay, specifically as the sign of Gemini is the Joker card. But this also can be feelings, okay? We have the Queen of Spades here, which is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the Ace of Clubs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the Queen of Spades, but this also can be somebody of an authoritative figure, leadership role, anything of that nature, okay? You have the Three of Hearts. You have the Jack of Diamonds. You have the Jack of Hearts and the Jack of Spades. Wow, you have like a little cluster here of the Jacks, which isn't necessarily, obviously not a bad thing. But what it's looking like here is that when you have cards like this back to back, okay, specifically when this one is a storm and this one is the light. So you can look at this as dark to light, okay? It looks as if there's going to be some sort of victory here, okay? And this victory involves either a connection in a relationship. I also see some sort of legal situation here, but there's something that brings some sort of celebration and it coming together because there's healing here, but there's healing after a time of something ending. That ending is something karmically speaking here. So it's almost in a sense like there's a cycle here that is ending. Even though it's ending on a positive note with the 10 of Hearts, there's still a healing process. And that reasoning would be, it's almost in a sense like there's a new beginning, but the new beginning is not resolved until this karmic energy has ceased to exist. So there could be something in relation to some sort of worry and anxiety right now in regards to a relationship, having children, but there's positive energy here. So it's kind of like this split energy right now. But what I can tell you is that if you're dealing with a legal situation, that legal situation there could be almost in a sense like this lack of communication about it. It's like it's not completed, but it's going to complete itself, because after this ending, there's the healing. The healing over what? Well, the healing over whatever this situation could be. This could be, you know, needing to gain financial independence. It could be work related, but there's victory. See, that's the thing. It's like with these two cards here, and even though the Jack of Spades is the last one out, there's light that's being shed on some sort of negativity. And that negativity there, when this happens, brings a complete ending, brand new beginning. But there's healing, because what it's looking like here is somebody's been gaining their ambition in order to achieve success here. This could be involving family, but it's about following your intuition, gaining your financial independence, and then there's victory here. The only thing is that there's light that's being shed on some sort of situation if you're dealing with anything legal, or know of somebody or anything of that nature, or you could be working to purchase a home here, but there could be a lot of nervousness around this because of not knowing yet if this is manifesting, but the intent is victory. So it's like my intent is to gain this independence, to have this victory. Even though I may have worry and anxiety, the anxiety ceases to exist once the karmic completion happens, okay? I can tell you right now that you could be in lack of communication with an air sign or somebody in this position, okay? There's healing here with this person, and or if it's not a specific person, because what it's looking like here is there's something that could be bothering you, but it has to do with what you don't know. It's almost in a sense like you don't know something. You don't know the whole gravity of something, the scale of it, but you will. Because this brings in a positive energy here, a new beginning, victory, healing, moving forward, okay? So let me just clarify here just a little bit. Yeah, what it looks like here is steps have been taken. So those steps that you're taking, efforts will in fact be rewarded here. But what it's looking like here is that there's worry and there's anxiety over any sort of independence within you financially or anything of that nature. It's almost in a sense like don't allow the shadow side to blind, your inner self, your truth here. It's like, of course, money is what, playing the game of life, so to speak, but it's not everything. And it's like balancing that energy there, okay? Because there is something that's coming to a completion, and it's positive, but what is found out, so to speak, okay, is about something in regards to others' wishes and desires and the negative energy attached to it, okay? So it's like this is unrequited love, which we know is lack of love itself, but this is like negative emotions, all of the negativity. But this can also be maliciousness, malice, things of that nature, based off of others' wishes and desires. But some sort of steps here have been taken. Those efforts will be rewarded, but the anxiousness here I see could be around trying to break through this energy, because it's like not about what others' wishes and desires are. It's about your desires, your wishes. But at the same time, there's revelations here, okay? And those revelations are surrounding an unfortunate event, negative emotions, unfortunate events, fears, blocking goals, making the best out of a difficult situation. Like I said, you got victory here. And at the bottom of the deck now, you have the Four of Clubs. This is a positive foundation to build off of. This is, this is solid ground. And, you know, this is solid ground in a way of balance, building off of a solid foundation here, okay? But what it's showing me is that because of others' wishes and desires, this situation already happened. It's happening. This isn't something that is new, okay? So somebody is going through some sort of healing internally here, whether it be yourself, cross-watcher, or someone you may know. This healing process is something that you may not know on a grander scale, and or the opposite person of you may not know. What is taking place here is after this time of internal growth, things of that nature, or if you're dealing with the legal situation, it's not said and done, because it's almost like something can be reversed, overturned, anything of that nature, okay? But what I can tell you is that others' wishes and desires are what has affected these negative emotions. Breaking through that and understanding that, you know, making the best out of this difficult situation, but that healing is what's important, because there's a cycle that's completing here, and there's victory at the end of that cycle, because you will be building on solid ground. And if you are in lack of communication with somebody based off of some sort of situation where they may need to move to a new home, you know, gain their independence in order to bring your relationship together. This person could be a bit at a distance. There's victory. There's healing there. But the thing is that there's a situation legally here that some sort of light is going to be shed on it, okay? Because it was something that was done that caused this type of energy here, which is the cast a shadow over everything, negativity, all of that. But see, the thing is that even this energy here, there's newness. But this is what needs to be, with this Nine of Diamonds here, this is coming to the light. This is exposure, okay? Once there's that exposure about it, it's like making the best out of the difficult situation, but then understanding what it is that you may have not known, you now do know. And if it's about the relationship, it's like, you know, if there's that communication that's lacking there at this time, it's because there is a cycle being completed first before that new energy can, you know, manifest itself, so to speak. So what it's looking like here is, you know, it's looking like it could be something towards the middle of the month, okay? But once that happens, it's like boom, shock, bye kind of thing. And it's like a relief, so to speak. Like, you know, it's like this revelation, but it's like a whole, like, cloud, fog of illusion is like, ceases and just, you know, to exist any longer, okay? All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so keep an open mind. Okay, so this is keeping an open mind about things. This is also about your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectation. So if you're dealing with somebody who is not communicating with you at this time, it's because of some other things beneath the surface that are going on, which is, like I said, something that is going to be revealed to you, whether it's directly from that person or if it's almost in a sense through exposure, okay? Now we have deception. Somebody's wearing a false mask. Again, like I said, there's been some not deception, but some things done out of malice. You know, you can compare that to deceit if you would like, but there's definitely some deception surrounding something in regards to whether it's that legal situation or it's just something that isn't fully known. The gravity of it isn't fully known. Okay. So what fell out here on Keep an Open Mind is past life relationship, and it came out in the reverse. See, the thing is that I don't read these in the reverse, but if it falls out that way, it's meant to be read that way. Okay. So if we're holding on to past life, relationships, our viewpoints of them, then we're not keeping an open mind about the other person, and we're using past relationships as comparison. Okay, this would be due to the fact that there's some sort of lack in safety in a relationship, in love. Okay, so understanding that it is safe for you to love and needing to open yourself up to that and release any sort of past life karmic relationship here that could be putting a stall at you keeping an open mind. Okay. Now at the bottom of the deck, you do have pay attention to the red flags. You have the wedding card, and then you have my distance card, my travel card here. Okay. If you're dealing with someone at a distance you are not in communication with at this time, what it's looking like to me is that this person has some sort of contractual relationship agreement here that needs to be handled. And it looks like it is, but you may not know that at this time. You may be worried about it. You may not be communicating with this person. But the thing is that what I'm seeing is that it is ending and there is a new beginning. But it's looking like there's more to it than what meets the eye. Thing is that, like I said, there could be children involved. This card just did not want to get back into the deck here. Okay, so there could be children involved. That could be why, you know, if you're dealing with someone at a distance who has children and the whole moving and, you know, or if you are moving or planning on having children, anything of that nature. Okay, but it's something is going on towards the middle of the month. Everybody's circumstance and situation is different. But what I can tell you is that it's positive. And whatever this old energy is, that's like lower level negativity, all of that is like rising up to be released. Okay. So, you know, this is generalized. So I can't pinpoint specifically what it is, but whatever you're feeling right now, if this is resonating with you, then the message is in fact for you. Okay. So drop box below, you'll find my email address and link to my website. I am conducting phone chats for $1 a minute, but I also have a special right now. If you go and view that video, it should say first 10 special for the beginning of May. Go and view that to get the special code and, you know, just follow the instructions from there. All right. I love you guys. Bye.